Men's swimmer crushes women's records, likely to win NCAA titles. Now, I've heard many stories of the past couple years where men are competing in women's sports. I'm going to make this real simple. If you're born with 12 ribs, you're a man. You can pretend to be a woman. You can ask that people address you as she, her. It's all pretend. The fact is, you're born with 12 ribs. You're a biological male. In fact, why don't we get rid of the male, female on the birth certificate? Just have the numbers 12 and 13. If you're born with 12 ribs, check the 12 box. Born with 13 ribs, they check the 13 box. When you go to compete, they ask, how many ribs do you have? Now, people can lie, and we'll deal with that. If we believe somebody's lying, we'll figure it out. If you want to get a waiver for being on the other team, maybe we'll look at that. But to put someone with 12 ribs, call them a woman, and say they won NCAA titles or broke records is absurd. Now, when I was growing up, women had already been fighting for women's rights for years, and they were winning for the most part. In fact, women wanted to be men and women. Take the YMCA. Now, the YMCA, some people think it stands for the Youth Men's Club of America. It's actually the Young Men's Christian Association. That's fine. It was a club established for young men, clearly. Women wanted to join. In the early 70s, women were allowed to join. Okay, great. They destroyed something that men had going for them, as far as I could tell, with no purpose. Now you might ask, oh, what are women supposed to do? Well, shortly thereafter, they started the YWCA, a place where women could go. So now, women could go to the YMCA or the YWCA. Now, could men go to the YWCA? No, that was off limits. So, women could go to either one. They could be men or women. Now, we've got young men wanting to participate on the women's team. So, some might say, okay, well, it's their turn. You know, the women did it to the men, now the men are doing it to the women. I think it was wrong then, and I think it's wrong now. Men and women are biologically different. Men are born with 12 ribs, women are born with 13. If you have 12 ribs, you belong on this team. If you have 13 ribs, you belong on this team over here. Not taking away anything from anyone, giving everyone the fairest chance that they will have to compete and to win. I'm Reggie Fidelis, and these are my thoughts.